Welcome to our recap video, The Night We Met a Demon. We realized that it's our first video we posted, so we've learned a lot. No context, no history, you guys know nothing about the video. The place that we recorded that first video, The Night We Met a Demon, was at Corbin's old apartment. He in fact did move out within a few weeks. You want to explain your experience there, living there?
Sure. I just found it on Facebook Marketplace. No one else lived there. I was just renting out a single bedroom. As soon as I moved in, it never felt right. I would have chills and goosebumps for no reason at all, even though it was dead in the middle of the summer and no AC at all existed in the apartment. And then I kept having this reoccurring dream of an exorcist, is really vivid. An exorcist would come into my apartment, sage the entire apartment, and then pull out a crucifix and a Bible and start performing a full-on exorcism throughout the apartment. I always heard phantom footsteps outside my door, and so I'd run to the door, swing it open, expecting to see somebody there, and there's no one. One time I was coming back from work, I just had my headphones in, I wasn't really expecting anything. I make it to the bottom of the stairs, all the lights are off, and I see a shadow figure, clear as day, holding the backrest of the chair next to the table, hunched over it. It scared me so bad, I jumped back and tripped on the stairs. And then I flipped the lights on and it wasn't there, and I thought, oh, it's probably matrixing on something. Turned the lights back off and it was gone. So that's when Chris and I have been wanting to do a YouTube channel where we investigate stuff, and I was like, well, I've been having some weird things happening at my apartment. Why don't we just start there and see what happens? And we weren't really expecting to get much. That's why the first investigation we did there, we didn't even film it, because we weren't expecting to get anything.
And then we did it a second time, and we have some of that on footage. Over here, we've got the cold storage. You come up the stairs towards the entrance. So we think this room is where something happened.
So I was over here. I literally saw a silhouette go from here to the right, and then Josh heard rustling right next to where he is, because he's in the cellar here.
So that's what we have of the second night.
Also mention the history you found about Corbin's apartment.
Oh yeah, the history
so
I both found.
I paid money for all the records. There's no record on when it was built. There's no purchase histories. So the history of this place was completely removed from all public records, and his specific address was blurred for who knows what reason.
So just entering in the address of the basement apartment. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
The other two were showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So just the address of my specific basement.
Yes.
That I didn't know.
So now you have a little bit of history. There's also the writing on the wall. We don't know what that is. It's in the little crawl space next to the stairs. That was interesting. I copied it onto a paper and then Google translated it, and it said Shadow of Death. So on that second night, we got some spirit box response. Well, actually, I think this one was the first night. Their spirit box, we asked how long it's been there. It said its whole life. So we think through that writing, there might have been a ritual or something. And then I also believe it was either the first or second night, we also got confirmation that there's a portal there. And Corbin also has a nightmare. Do you want to share that nightmare?
There was a family living in that basement, that specific basement, and a home invader broke into the house, tied all the family members up, and executed them. And in my dream, the family members were the kinder spirits that we encountered, and the evil entity was the home invader.
So there's some background, some experiences, and there's history of no history of this apartment. We're going to jump into the video now and react to it.
Yo.
Is that you?
No, that's not me.
Bullshit.
Dude, come look. The EMF reader's going off too.
The REM pod at the very beginning, when I say someone here with me or something like that, the REM pod goes off. If you look, I set down, my hand's there the whole time, and I'm shaking a little bit, nothing's happening. You can see how gentle I set that down, and it goes off.
It went off you hadn't even fully laid down, it hadn't even fully made contact with the bed as soon as that goes off.
Yeah, and the EMF reader also spiked a little bit. Is that me?
No.
There's a lot more force that it took for it to go off. And then you go back to me sitting down, and it is so gentle, and it's just going off. Yeah, I mean, we'll leave it up to you guys, whatever you want to think. I don't think it was me.
No.
So we should mention this. It seems like I was really bored. I didn't want to be there, and I was just not interested at all. That wasn't actually the case. Chris had woken me up from a dead sleep.
We have one other person here. He's taking a nap before we get started. His name's Josh.
So if you're wondering if I just seemed bored or just not interested at all, it was actually just because I was tired and half asleep.
You have 10 minutes.
119.
So when it says you have 10 minutes, I wanted to do an exact timer, but unfortunately the night vision camera, every time it hits 15 minutes of recording, it stops recording and then starts recording again. During this 10-minute period, it stopped recording and it started again. I don't know how long it was off for, so there's not an exact time. We should have set a timer. However, we did check the time. It was 1:19. But what I don't think we caught in the moment was what was happening during the 10 minutes before it said its time. It said 10 minutes, something wrong, something bad, help Mark. Then it turns on us and says, please leave. Please leave. You'll die. Like something is warning us. But then it says it's time. Then it says he's out. So it's like after that 10-minute timer, whatever they were warning us of was then released. And that's when got crazy and dark.
As soon, they were like begging us to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say at the end of it, they say he's out. And then all of a sudden Josh starts hearing growling and like zombie groans. And I feel like that was the evil entity like starting to like manifesting or has manifested.
This is also when we start hearing come here, find me, or whatever. And I try to go out there and find it. It says at the same time I say where are you? The exact same time it says come here.
Where are you?
When I'm looking at the kitchen, which is the bottom of the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs to the left is the kitchen.
And let it be noted that he was staring into the kitchen when he got that feeling. And also, you on camera, it doesn't seem that serious, but you can't really like feel something like that through a camera. Notice how when I go out there and I point the device towards the kitchen, again, note the kitchen, and I hear there you are, like in a very angry voice, like, there you are. I genuinely felt like fear that I haven't felt in a very long time. As you can tell on camera, I was like freaking out.
Oh, dude, I'm freaking out right now. I'm like shaking right now, dude.
Yeah, just imagine this. You're getting all this activity and you have headphones on that has a device that's flipping through different radio frequencies, and you turn that corner and all you see is just a dark hallway and you hear through that device, there you are. Just put yourself in that situation.
He looked down the hallway looking to the stairs, which was right next to the kitchen. Where was it telling us to go?
I hear all my
The
chills.
kitchen.
It literally told us
It
the
did
kitchen.
say the kitchen.
We want to know why you're here.
Doorway.
So what we don't notice in like the moment is it kept saying doorway over and over, and I'm like, I have capos in all the doorways just in case it's like coming or going from these rooms. Well, technically there's like kind of a doorway into the kitchen, and his nightmare with the intruder murdering the family, he said the nightmare happened right at the entrance of the kitchen. So that's another thing. Again, that's not confirmed happening. It's a nightmare he had, but it could still be symbolic. We didn't have a cap wall in that doorway. And that could have been where it was talking about. It kept saying doorway.
To mention the first night that we did an investigation there, we got most of our activity in the kitchen. We had the REM pod going off, we had the EMF was maxing out, we had direct responses through the spirit box.
At the end, when the spirit box died, cameras died, Josh mentions this is taking power from everything.
Dude, this thing must be taking energy from everything.
And then, we didn't really think about it in the moment. But it's like, why is it drawing all this power?
The EMF spikes one last time and then everything stops.
Night 2, we were in the same area of the middle room. Corbin's old microwave made a horrific screeching noise.
No reason. I always thought it was just an electrical issue.
But during the investigation, it does the screeching noise. Again, I don't hear it, and because I was on the spirit box at this time. And I say, that was me, right after. Corbin runs in there with the EMF so fast, it hits 5. Maxine was there and heard growling in real life and ran, and she was scared of being in the middle room where the growl just happened. And I'm just like head down, eyes closed with the spirit box, and about 20 seconds later I hear a growl. I throw the headphones off. I heard a growl. I look around, no one's with me anymore because they're all in the kitchen. I freak out, and then we called it a night.
Is there something or someone here with us? Who are you? Or what are you?
We were so focused on listening to the EVP, we didn't hear knocking in real life. And there's 3 knocks, 2 different times. And then now that the EVP, I hear get grandpa, Maxine hears get grandpa, they hear hey grandpa. Whatever it is, that is the most solid, crisp voice EVP I have ever seen on anyone's channel or TV show. That is insane. Like, that is literally insane. The most concrete evidence there is. That's just straight audio. Well, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope that clears some stuff up and gives you some more context and background on this place. So maybe rewatch the video with that knowledge and let us know what you think.
Bye, guys.